What's up guys? Today we'll be checking out Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City on 4K Blu-ray. Remember, this isn't a review on how good or bad the movie is, I'm just going to share some of my thoughts on the audio and the video quality. Now let's go over a few tech specs. The movie was shot in 3.4 and 4.5K. It's got a 4K DI, it's rated R, runtime is 107 minutes, and the aspect ratio is 239:1, so there are black letterbox bars, and the audio is in Dolby Atmos. Let's jump over to the Atmos viewer to see how active this audio mix is. If you don't know what the Atmos viewer is, I'll leave a link for that video down below in this video's description. If you're someone that loves to have sound coming out of all your high speakers at all times, then you'll love the way that this movie sounds. Since the movie takes place during one rainy night, you will always hear rain coming from the top channels. Whether it's outside or inside, there's always light or heavy rain effects coming from above your head, and this adds to the ominous atmosphere throughout the entire movie. During the quieter parts, there are subtle effects that swirl around through all your speakers, so this isn't a static Atmos mix. There's this cool part in Chapter 6 when this bird flies around the lower channels, then across the front height channels, and ends up in the left front speaker. There's a bunch of these little audio touches that makes this mix better than the movie actually is. Of course, the zombie attack in Chapter 8 will have all your speakers active with zombies coming in every direction, and the chopper crash in Chapter 9 will give your subs a bit of a workout. The bass for the most part is heavy-handed, but didn't reach particularly low, but they can hit hard during the big action scenes. Soundstage had a big presence during the exterior scenes, but felt more enclosed when things were happening inside, which mirrored exactly what you were seeing on screen. And the dialogue was always intelligible and easy to hear. If you're new to the channel and you're into new movies and audio and video gear, and want to see more videos like this, then be sure to tap the subscribe button for new weekly videos. For video, I thought this was a very digitally clean, somewhat soft at times transfer. It's definitely better than the 1080p version, so the 4K is the way to go. Detail was great for zombie makeup effects and close-ups, so you'll see fine detail like bloody teeth and wrinkles, and the background sets were highly rendered as well. They looked like they were pulled right from the game. The added resolution not only got a huge increase over the standard Blu-ray, but also increased the very digital CG effects. The zombie dog was noticeably out of place, and so was the liquor creature. But that scene was really dark, so it blended in a touch better than I think the dog did. And there are some other shoddy CG effects towards the end. As for the Dolby Vision HDR, this is another aspect that makes this a worthwhile purchase over the regular Blu-ray. What colors are in the movie does have a deeper level of richness, such as skin tones and colored lights. And since the movie happens entirely at night and in dimly lit rooms, the HDR makes the blacks and shadow detail deeper while upping contrast levels. Specular highlights make for a big difference between light and dark, so flashlights and muzzle flashes pop off the screen while flames and explosions will have you squinting. There isn't much in the way of bright vivid colors, but when they do show up, it really stands out. So for video quality, I'm gonna give it a 9. It's an extremely dark movie, so I don't think it'll wow you with impressive 4K clarity. Now there are some shots that are pretty crispy, but keep in mind, it's really dark. I think if you have an OLED or a display with good black levels, then this movie will show you how good your set can handle shadow details before it starts to crush. If you're thinking about picking this up, I'd definitely go for the 4K version. For audio, I'm gonna go with a 9.6. It's got a highly immersive atmospheric mix. The high channels are on for almost the entire movie, and there are times when they get more usage than the front channels. It's got some creepy sound effects that enhances the visuals with a great soundstage. I would have liked some more low-end extension from the subs, but they still get a heavy workout during the action scenes. Overall, as a whole, this is a great looking and sounding 4K transfer. If you have a halfway decent home theater setup, I think you'll find some good demo material in this movie. So what are your thoughts on Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City on 4K Blu-ray? Have you seen it, and how do you think it stacks up to the original series? Leave a comment down below and let us know. Now if you want to grab this disc, I'll leave a link for it down below in the video's description. As always guys, thanks for watching. If you want, you can follow us on social media, and if you want to support the channel and get exclusive content or great discounts on audio and video gear, then stop by our Patreon page. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you again in the next video.